Wow. Sounds great.
Yeah. I that was my how really helpful today was my VWAP projections here, and that's a good point that we are back there again, and we'll see because it very nearly tagged out my ES chart.
Oh.
RQ, I'm teasing. You are. That's beautiful. Great job, man. Aaron locked in some green on his new account. Whoop whoop.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens now because we just crept up the last 2 hours, and now we're kind of back at VWAP. We're hovering around the moving averages, especially that 15 on my bigger picture chart.
Yeah, we're
We'll see.
5
We'll see what
minutes away
happens.
from power hour.
Yeah. See what she's got in her.
Options chain is still tilted towards the short side. Although the price, the cost of participation's fairly even. So there is no benefit to either side right now. Actually, a little bit more expensive to sell. Oh, and there goes NQ pushing a little bit lower, breaking the 200 on the 30-second.
Yeah. I'm getting some bears on all of them right now. It poked a high a few minutes ago for this last 2 hours of movement, and then countered the bears again.
Mm-hmm.
$1. There's RQ with the link with all your information at Aaron. Give it a little time. Let it grow. You're a great trader. The heat map is more red than this AM this morning. Yeah. It's a red day. Like all the indices. I mean, we still have an hour left, so you can't call it yet, but it doesn't seem like it's going to quite make it. Hey, see, new level, Aaron. Let's go. It's kind of fun, right? When you break into a new level in your trading, you hit a new situation, you're trading a different account that you had traded before. Then you get to be like, okay, let's see what we got going on here. Learn a new situation. Progress.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think you were in my psych lab yesterday, Aaron, but I a couple times in there, I kind of wanted to reinforce the point that your P&L is a lagging indicator to your growth as a trader, because I feel like that's been true for every trader that I've ever closely known, is that they learned really strong trading techniques and started taking really good trades before the money actually hit their account by a good margin. Because you have to change who you are, learn technicals, play with them, fine tune them, have losing days still mixed in, but you're changing subtly that entire time. And so your P&L and your payouts is like the most lagging indicator of your actual really significant growth as we learn trading. Fine. Aw, got you. Think it's true.
Yeah, Moro, I took that a long time ago. I took that at about noon. So I've been sitting in that position since noontime. Took it across a few accounts. And then I took what did I have also? I had some XSP calls that I picked up for 7 cents. I got out of those at like 20 and 16. And then my last one, I got stopped out at 10. That was the runner. The runner got stopped out at 10 cents.
Hmm.
And they're sitting at like 8, 9 cents right now. So still a little about a penny, 2 cents above what my entry was. But I'm pretty green for the day, so I'm not trying to mess this up. Except from one of my evals. One of my evals is screwed up. I didn't get this trade, so I got chopped up trying to get into it.
Work though, green on all the rest. Like that's great.
Yeah, I mean, where it really counts, it's an eval, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Nice. Gold and silver looking pretty. They're looking strong, stronger than the others. And the Nasdaq and the ES with their pull up. That's the thing, right? That they often are a little different than the stock based markets, especially when you look at that heat map. They are different. That's why it's good to learn, a major indice and then something else like a metal. That way, if one isn't moving how you like it, there are opportunities elsewhere. Okay, bears, I see you. Oh, yes, and then Q got a little more strength down here.
What did it sell?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the bears just showed up for that.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're like, oh, you thought we were holding up?
Gotcha.
What she's been doing, man, is
Whoa,
lower
whoa,
high.
look at that. Wow. That was a crazy move to the upside. They bought that right back up. That's some nasty volatility.
Oh my god, that was like a 30-second fly. Dang.
It's like 100 points in that candle.
Is that news? Did something just hit the wire or something?
I don't have my news on. Honestly, I was a little frustrated. Yeah, I was a little frustrated today. So I didn't want to listen to anything. I was like,
Dude, I get that. Less noise. Let me see if I can see if there's anything.
yeah, I was taking that eval a little too personally, and
Mm. For me, for the last 2 hours, the bulls were holding, and so, but then it was pulling down. It's at a key level. It's at a couple different MAs. It's at VWAP. We're at the point where it's like still a lower high, which is on par with the larger time frame trend of the day. So it's a level right now that could play either way. But that was a bullish push. See any like emergence news? Trump administration, Denmark has fundamental differences with U.S. over Greenland. Greenland. I don't know if that would cause a push up.
Looks like we're gonna get it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's
holding.
trying.
That just made a new high, that move right now. Well, not a new high in the day, but a new high for this little push up.
Uh, can you get a little ripper into the close? Ah,
About an hour left. What's up, Matt? I'm just talking about this bullish pop that just happened a minute ago. I feel like that. Oh, let's see. Let's see what the catalyst might have been or what it'll do here.
mm.
RQ has been killing it today.
Has he?
Both trading and in his being team blue sky.
Hmm. Right on. Right on, RQ. Keep up the good work, broski.
Hey, getting some points, Breezy. Whoop, whoop. That's team long too. Let's go. It was hesitating and it broke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bears dried up on their energy this morning. Poked a little lower and then they stopped. Look at her push. Whoa, God. Look at it go.
Yeah.
Take it, take it. Let's see. Oh, it just went above the last peak of the day here. 57. It just poked above it. Coach Matt is educating right now. There you go. Right? Taking notes. It was sideways for a beat there for like most of my stream. Was sideways right underneath VWAP for the whole time, I think. Yep, the whole time. You can come up and talk about it, Coach Matt, if you want. Because RQ is a
I'm
little excited about
scared.
silver.
Don't be scared.
We your friends. Wah wah. Gold just pushed back a little bit this last little pullback there to take out some stops. We'll see what she does. She can catch up to silver right now. Silver was stronger than gold today. I mean, they both have similar patterns, but silver pushed higher.
Silver's been stronger than gold for about 6 months. It
Yeah.
ain't stopping until we get to 100. Let's go.
Yeah.
By the way,
Beautiful.
I think there's a day trade above 93 on silver personally.
Nice.
And I might be asking for a little bit of push there, RQ. Get that macro money to drive this 93 breakout. Let's go. It's you and me.
Yeah.
We're the liquidity today. Let's go.
Dude, these bulls were like, we played around long enough.
I asked for it and I got it. RQ's like, yeah, I'll pump that bad boy for you 25 cents later.
He's been waiting for his silver teammate.
I think we know who the well is here, RQ. There you go, buddy. RQ's port is so full that it's overflowing there, AA. He's dropping oil into the sea. He's so full, he's the Exxon Valdez right now. Yeah, Steve's definitely the well. Anybody get any of that Bitcoin break today?
I had some sell limits on my contracts, but none of them got filled. I'm barely sitting at like 18% green on the position right now.
That's a spoiled trading where it's like, oh man, I'm just barely 18% ROI right now. Just wake up in the morning, up 18%. Yeah.
It was up 47% on the day.
I do like that Bitcoin break. I took a swing trade that I might turn into a position trade, partial swing trade that I'm looking to add on development. Thought it stood out too with tech selling aggressively and Bitcoin was like, what are you guys doing? Like, I thought that stood out on Bitcoin. Somebody's lying. I think it's tech, but we'll see on that.
I'll raise my stop up on this position. Come on, Russell. Let's go. Looks like Russell's breaking out now, setting new highs for the day.
The Russell didn't even get caught up in that volatility at all today. Not at all. Like, don't see why the NASDAQ was getting smoked.
It ranged for the whole morning session.
Yeah.
Like every day now, I'm just looking at the Russell now. I've got it on my other screen that I added to my setup.
On the bull side, like slightly overextended on the Russell on the daily chart, but I was really impressed by the Russell holding up against that volatility today. Like market got gut punched. Like, nope, just tech. Like tech's obviously the problem. And I'm looking at like what is the news, and everybody on social media is saying, oh, it's valuation why tech's going down. I'm like, so you're telling me all of a sudden, an hour after the market opened, people started getting concerned about PE ratios? Like, that's the analysis today? Okay. When anybody, and here's the point, guys. When anybody ever brings up valuation to kind of give context to a downward movement in price on the intraday, they don't know what they're talking about. China reiterated that NVIDIA can't sell H20 chips into China, and that created a little bit of volatility after the cash open. That's not a new news story, by the way. That's a very long-term existing news story.
I know. I love Coach Matt. Talk it like it is. Say it like it is.
I've done this too long to not pull punches.
Never. We never pull punches here.
No, we all have opinions. Might as well give it. But if they're describing valuation on an intraday sell-off, you're full of you know what.
Yeah.
Like I saw it a lot today, and I'm like, so you're telling me that in Google, for example, people have had to pay an average of a 28 PE ratio for the better part of the last 15 years. But today, when the PE ratio is 29, that's why we're going down today? Okay. Way to put 2 plus 2 together, guys.
Yeah,
A little reversal playing out on the ES right now.
VWAP tried to hold it down for an hour straight, and then finally she was like, "Nope, I'm done. I'm done falling."
Mm-hmm. Buyer stepped in, found some confidence, found some value in the market here, it seems.
Yeah. Well, she could make lows, couldn't make lows anymore.
But see, after a 1% downward movement in price, all of a sudden now we have proper value. Yeah. I agree. Let's go.
And at a discount.
Very important trend line the market's trying to fight to close above. Very important trend line right now. The daily chart trend line is right now. I mean, you're within points of that daily trend line right now. I think it'd be very positive for the ES to close back up above trend line going into tomorrow.
Yeah. This was a strong, powerful retest, and if it can hold on it, that would be a beautiful look.
Yeah.
Man, I'm about to get stopped out. And there, I'm done.
They're trying to be bossy.
My stop loss currently is underneath 40.
The banks took a hit today on their positions.
Yeah. JP Morgan yesterday, Bank of America today, Wells Fargo today. All of them very similar, to be honest. JP Morgan had a 7% beat yesterday. Bank of New York Mellon Core had a 5% beat. Bank of America had a 2% beat. Wells Fargo had a 6% beat. Citibank had a 9% beat. The only one that was above what I would describe as market expectation was Citigroup, and even they sold off. And a lot of what I've been hearing out there on the banks is with where the price is currently in finance and the banks. Think about Citigroup, for example. Citigroup quarter to quarter has went from mid 90s to before the print to 120. So you've had a really good quarter in Citigroup. Citigroup sells off on a positive beat. I see that more as just the market doesn't see finance as a continuation trend and just simply needs to pull back before it restructures. I don't have a lot of ultimate concern with finance, to be perfectly honest with you. Rough start to the kickstart to earnings on the banks, no doubt about that. You're down a good 3% this week so far on the bank's earnings, but you're also kind of was extended going into it. And the pullback right now in finance is actually really interesting going into Goldman Sachs. And who do we got tomorrow? We got Goldman tomorrow. We got Morgan Stanley tomorrow. And we got Taiwan Semiconductor tomorrow. But specifically on the banks, Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, I honestly, every bank has sold so far except Bank of New York Mellon Core on their earnings. I want to be surprised if the market sees Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley a little bit differently than what they've seen in the early kickstart to the bank's earnings, because When you're talking 3 days ago, you're at 56, talking about a kind of late duration trend. Today, you're talking at 54, and you're right at a major support level. How the market interprets a lot of the numbers that come out, if you have a really high bar going into earnings, it's going to be difficult to overcome that. And when you're determining the high bar, you look at kind of EPS projections, how those EPS projections have kind of increased, decreased over the last month. For example, you had a high bar in finance, you have a high bar in technology on earnings because expectations have went up in the last 30 days. In the 9 other sectors, earnings expectations have went down in the last 30 days. For example, energy EPS expectations have contracted by 6% in the last 30 days. What that does is that lowers the bar in energy companies for earnings analysis. It's easier to overcome that. Whereas with technology and finance had a 1.2% EPS increase over the last 30 days. Technology had a 6% increase in EPS expectations over the last 30 days. That build coming into earnings season is going to change how we investors and traders interpret the data coming in. And so now you had a little bit of a high bar going into the kickstart earnings. With the sell-off over the last 3 days after earnings, I'm not sure that bar is high any longer. And so you go into Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley sitting at a support level, interpretation's a little bit easier there. So I don't think the banks had a terrible fundamental start. I just think there was a high bar. They did beat the bar. I mean, 2% beat on EPS, 5% beat on EPS, 7% beat on EPS, 9% beat on EPS. That's kind of what we've seen in the banks so far. But when the average beat is 7% and you're 2, 5, 7, and 9 on a high bar, that's not good enough to see the continuation of that trend. You're going to have to reset it. And so, like, for example, not today, but yesterday specifically on JP Morgan's release, not today on the bank's release, but yesterday on the bank's release, you had that violation of support. You came down to 54. And now what are we seeing today on all these same banks get reported today? Now we're seeing a doji at 54 instead of a massive sell that we saw yesterday. And so you just have a little bit of a different anticipation when you're sitting at a support level, going into a bunch of earnings reports versus if you kind of overextended high bar situation. So I'm actually very interested to see how finance performs tomorrow, specifically with Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. I think that's going to be a very important 1-2 punch for the financial sector, because the only thing the financial sector has to do in earnings season is they're not expected to hit home runs. They never do it. You don't expect them to. If you do, that's on you, not on them, because they never hit home runs. They are the leadoff hitter. They are supposed to get on base, and that's the only thing they have to do. And they've done that so far. They haven't hit a double like they hit last quarter. Like they hit a triple the quarter before that. They had to run out a single here, a little button run single, but they did get on base, and now it's going to be important to see how it handles at 54. They're still getting squeezed too, RQ. JP still getting squeezed, and it's one of those things like JP owns a ton of silver. JP owns a ton of gold. Like, 2 of the biggest buyers out there are JP Morgan on both gold and silver, but they also hedge that a ton. It's kind of like the airlines and how the airlines handle oil. Like they will buy oil call options, for example, to hedge against rising oil, because rising oil is a threat to their business, and so they'll hedge that. Same thing here on the silver position and gold position in JP Morgan.
That's such a good point about merging the fundamentals with the technicals, because, positive data when you're overextended is a very different situation than positive data when you're in a strong demand zone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The market, it's, how the market functions at resistance versus how it functions at support.
Right.
Expectations change.
That's an excellent explanation. I get it.
PPI report came out. Slight mixed data on PPI report. Slight drift down on the month-to-month numbers. A little bit of concern in the bump up. I think it was 0.3 expectation, came in at 0.2, but last quarter was 0.1. So a little bit of an expectation that that's going to show an elevated rise in the PCE report later this month. But I think it's basically a nothing burger.
Yeah.
Market won't talk about PPI report following today.
Yeah. It kind of seemed that way when I was looking back too.
Yeah.
Nothing burger.
Biggest report of the week, in my opinion, is tomorrow, though. Taiwan Semiconductor, especially after kind of the sea of red in tech today.
They're a strong runner-up to NVIDIA in that realm.
They're the third most important AI company in the world. NVIDIA 1, Google 2, Taiwan Semiconductor 3.
Yeah.
You'd have to put Micron up there too. Broadcom's up there. Obviously, there's a few others, and people certainly ASML. They are the only company in the world that can produce a specific. I always mess up the word, honestly, Ace, but they have a monopoly on one aspect of the build out in the AI trade. And not even like Applied Material or Lam Research or can compete with ASML. I would definitely put them into like a tier 2 AI name, and they could definitely be considered tier 1 too. They're very. Taiwan has been a catalyst in the AI trade as much as NVIDIA has from an earnings perspective. And it's not because Taiwan's earnings is more important than NVIDIA's. Nobody's more important than NVIDIA. But it's the first growth company to report in earnings season. Every single earnings season, Taiwan Semiconductor kickstarts the growth earnings environment. JP Morgan kickstarts earnings season in general. Taiwan Semiconductor is the first growth stock. And they just so happen to be the second or third most important AI stock. A lot of how we're going to see reports coming down the road 2-3 weeks from now will be predicated based on what the market sees with Taiwan tomorrow.
Thanks for posting that, Ace. $25th for NVIDIA.
Let's go. Come on, silver. You know, the amazing thing is after banks reported in the third quarter, like the market was primed just to run and break and do amazing things. Banks had such a good kickoff last quarter. And yet, throughout the next 3 weeks in earnings season, we just went down and down and down. I wonder if the opposite impact happens here. Banks that went down on earnings with the kickoff. Very interested to see how this plays out tomorrow with Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody expects Taiwan to miss, they're not going to. Everybody in the world knows it. It's just a matter of how much they beat. Ace, because Moderna has one of the better reversals playing out in the entire market. Like a prolonged, longer term reversal. Like so much of our conversation that we have day in, day out is about the top of the market. Moderna has a really good reversal playing out right now, like a very good reversal. In fact, I about put Moderna on my top cover call list that I put out every year. And the only reason it didn't make the cut is fundamentally it's not a great company from a valuation perspective, and that I take that into account. But man, did they have a good reversal playing out. Fundamentally, I can't answer why it's making new highs. Like I don't track it that way. I didn't love the fundamentals when I did about 3 weeks ago. So I can't speak to it today, but 3 weeks ago I did not love the fundamentals. I did love the technical reversal though. RQ, Taiwan Semi has been on that same list I just talked about for 10 consecutive years. I removed them this year from the list because I do have concern with China. Like, I do. Absolutely. What we did in Venezuela is predicate for China coming into Taiwan. That's one of the things that I have a lot of concern about with what we did in Venezuela and the benefits that we are not getting right now out of Venezuela, because China's sitting back saying, you guys do whatever you want with that terrible, rich oil and stealing all the oil. We're going to get all the semiconductors. So I have concern about it long term, but I also really, really like Taiwan Semiconductor building 2 plants in the United States to diversify from that risk as well. And we're not talking about small plants. We're talking about $40 billion in infrastructure investment Taiwan is doing in America. So they understand that risk. They're trying to diversify from that risk. America understands that risk. America is supporting Taiwan Semiconductor and diversifying from that risk. And at the end of the day, we all know China wants Taiwan. Like, this is not a hypothetical scenario. Like, it's their crown jewel that they want. And part of wanting Taiwan is wanting Taiwan Semiconductor. Because think about it. Taiwan Semiconductor is the only company in the entire world producing the chip necessary to work with NVIDIA on their GPUs. That's a gold rush in 1847, basically. So I have some concern on it. I do. And there's a macro conversation that I'm not going to get into too deep, but there's certain agreements happening on the geopolitical macro side of the equation that is reducing our influence in Asia Pacific and focusing us on the Western Hemisphere. And a lot of our currency systems going into 3 pockets: one for the European zone, one for the Asian zone, and one for the Western Hemisphere. So our influence is not as great in the Asia Pacific right now as it has been. See, that's a soapbox moment there, RQ, when we start talking Taiwan Semiconductor. I have a lot of love for the company, by the way. A lot of love for that company.
And there goes Steve with that toe. Is Steve listening though? Is he listening or is he deafened? He's deafened.
Just dip it in the water a little bit. Just a little test there, Steve. I like it.
And the market is ripping up now into the close. Wow.
Yeah, let's go. Don't stop. Keep going. By the way, my target was 60 by 65, and I'm gonna let it cook a little bit here. Those magic lines have algos behind them. But yeah, I still call them magic lines. By the way, my brother, who's a moving average believer, like #1 believer in moving averages and type level, he gets blood in his eyes when I call them magic lines. Dow Jones could finish in the green here.
The Russell looks like it's going to.
Yeah, Russell does look like it's going to close in the green. Honestly, I mean, the Dow Jones still 55 points underneath that green, but I kind of like the momentum going into the close here. Oh, you made your first mistake, RQ. You told him where your stop loss was. But then again, I did that too. So I guess we both made the exact same mistake. But I should trail it. I'm going to trail it now just to make sure that Steve doesn't know exactly where my stop loss is. Did you get it right at the open on Monster? Or not Monster, but MicroStrategy? Yeah. It was pumping too. They got a decent reversal plan out too. It's a little wide range, simmer down, but they got a pretty good daily reversal plan out as well. Fighting that 50 daily here as well. It was trying to break earlier. I don't have anything on micro. I went direct with Bitcoin Ace on this move, but I do like if we get proper development here, like give me a high base at 200, I would love. Listen, I have zero you know what to give about the Bears not locking in profit on that beautiful reversal that happened on the crypto space. Like if the Bears got too complacent, they're like, this thing's going to 38% drop in price, and they didn't do anything with that, they deserve to lose.
No tears for them.
None. Zero. That was
Bye.
a double bottom with an increase in support against a horizontal, just clean reversal level. I mean, even yesterday, like that was a no sell day that drilled resistance and broke the 50 daily moving average. Like, if the Bears are getting caught in that, they've been in hibernation on this pattern. And the silly little Bears need to understand something, Ace. Bears get trades, not trends.
Well played. Not wrong. Yeah, these bulls are not relenting.
Nope. I'm going to keep pushing it into the close.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's pretty chart, Ace. I like how like fades colors.
I love that reversal, Ace. I am a sucker for a reversal. Like I don't know if there's anything I. Well, an increase in support against the backdrop of a reversal or a continuation pattern is my favorite. But a reversal in general, like, oh yeah, love reversals.
Beautiful. Nice.
By the way, I love reversals as much as I love the Blue Sky podcast that we this week. If you haven't liked it, if you haven't commented on it, if you haven't shared it, if you haven't done anything with that podcast, hit the link. Thank me later. You're going to love the podcast. Make sure to make a comment. There's only one comment. That's me. Come on. Let's go, team. We're building something here.
Are
We're
you
building
starting
something, Ron.
That's right.
Dang.
I'll tell you what, if I see 5 comments on that podcast by this time tomorrow, I'm bringing the A game in our conversation on bullish retracements tomorrow. If I don't see 5 comments, I'm bringing my A minus. Deal with it. What's up, Hammy? Comments, not likes.
Like and comment. Yeah. We want to hear words. Type of words. Even just a lovely emoji. Some engagement.
Yeah. See, the YouTube algorithm does not like you unless you comment.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
It's a big deal.
Likes, view times, and comments. If you're ever working on YouTube, that's the only thing you need to focus on. Likes, comments, and total view time. It's the only thing the algos care about.
That's what we want. Your 3 cents.
Yeah. I mean, if I have to beg for a comment, I will, but I really don't want to.
I know. Don't make it weird, guys.
Yeah,
Just
don't
love
make
on us.
Yeah, don't make it weird.
Yeah. Just take a minute. Let it play. Catch some thoughts. Throw a comment. Aw. What about for Hammy, Matt? Just for Hammy.
Hammy? I missed you too, Hammy.
Yeah.
I have. I'll back in. Hammy, I'll tell you what, I'll even put the radio voice on, Hammy. Hammy, I'm gonna tell you right now. Tomorrow, we're gonna have an amazing time in the technical trading lab. As long as I get 5 likes with one of them called Hammy. I mean comments. Yeah. Hammy time? That's gotta be a thing, RQ. It's gotta be a thing. Hammy shows up, everybody yells Hammy time with their favorite gif of hammer time. It's gotta be a thing. In fact, if you had the MC Hammer pants at some point in your life, I want you to let me know. I need to know. Hammy time, it's happening. Hammy time, let's go. I'm going to say it at the very first. Remind me tomorrow, but I will say it at the first. It will be in the recording, Hammy. It will be in the recording. It's Hammy time, boys and girls. Let's get it. I think we have a deal. Yeah, there you go, Coach Breezy. Oh, yeah.
You do. Think you do.
Let's go. So fly.
All right, I better stop talking about Hammy time. The market's pulling back. Let's just pump here.
15 minutes left.
Hit my target, 65, pulling back. Adjusted the stop loss. Not telling Steve where I put my stop, though.
Was a nice breakout of a flag.
Oh man, I got those shorts too soon.
You
Oh,
got the
that
John
looks
Stockton
good.
shorts, huh, Aaron?
It's a good look.
It's almost like we overcorrected going from the John Stockton shorts in the late 80s to the MC Hammer pants in the early 90s. Like it's almost like we overcorrected a little bit.
It was an era. Let's
Yeah.
just enjoy that.
All right, pull back. Let's get done with this. You're on the 5-9. Let's see some doji here. Oh, I had one pair. I wasn't a big corduroy guy though, but I think I had one pair. Now the question is, did you have some jabots though, Aaron?
Oh,
Yeah, I threw it out there. I
Jabos.
definitely did. It was only like
Yeah,
a
you
1 year
did.
thing. Oh yeah, yeah, I went there.
All right, careful, guys. You're
Jabos.
don't lower our coolness factor. I'm just kidding.
Listen, I will go find those shorts from 38 years ago right now and rock them.
We're gonna have to block your camera. No, I'm just
They'd be a little tight.
Hey, maybe that would bring in some fans.
Different channel, I would say.
Maybe. Might be distracting to quality content. Oh, look at those channels. Yeah. Big picture Bitcoin. That is beautiful. That'll be an interesting finish today, man. So curious.
Mhm.
Catching some bulls right now. After a little pause.
Here, another day like this today on silver, and we're hitting $100 tomorrow.
She's so
You're
strong.
gonna make me want to look at some swing longs for tomorrow.
Momentum expanded today. Remember, silver only has typically about 4 to 6 bars before a secondary pattern starts forming on the daily chart on average. We're already 4 bars into the move. Just something to keep a thought about.
Mhm.
But momentum did expand today, not contract. By the way, volume's expanding as the bars are expanding. Like Wyckoff has to be just loving this. Volume expand as the bars expand. Lord Almighty.
Momentum.
Gold is green on the day, green 0.82%. ES down 0.72, NASDAQ down 1.27 on the day. Mhm.
Well, Riz, I got a risk-free trade going into imbalances here.
Do you?
Yeah, I feel good about it.
You long, you short?
I'm long.
You're long into the close. Nice. Okay. Okay. I like it. I can see it. The thing I got going right now is that that Bitcoin long. I'm up like 32% again on it.
On the day trade side, the other thing I have PS trade right now. Say again.
You know me. I'm just used to that 25, 50,000%. It's not a glorious trade.
You don't. Coach Riz doesn't try to hit base hits, guys. Coach Riz swings the big stick.
You saw that long earlier. That long was fat.
Beautiful.
Imbalances. Don't mess this up. It's good technical side. Got a good support anchor.
Plus, it's printed all above VWAP in the last 45 minutes here.
I bring in book maps on a screen if you guys wanted to see it. Market imbalances, S&P buy side, 1,837,000 buy side, NASDAQ sell side, 163 million, Dow buy side, 546 million, Mag 7 sell side, 205 million.
Mag 7. What was that number?
Mag 7 was 205 million to the sell side. I'm sorry. Maybe it's the market not happy about the Greenland deal not going through.
Well, there's enough of that coming from the political side. It could be one or the other.
Yeah, I think the deal's early. Like, we should, hopefully they're not too much emphasis on it.
Look at that, Hammy. I'm going to go over there. I want that $1 million. I want that $1 million.
Hey, team, I got to rock out a little early and go pick up my daughter from school. She got out early. No lab today or tomorrow. Lab is tomorrow. We had Coach Becky yesterday. I'll be doing the technical lab tomorrow. We're working on bullish retracements. Hey, Becky and Riz, will you let Mike and the team know I'd be a little late to the meeting today?
Yep. Safe travels.
Is that today or Friday? Are we having it today after all?
I think the normal weekly meeting, I think, is still on. I haven't heard otherwise.
Have you heard otherwise, Riz?
I thought they moved it to Friday. I thought that was a new thing. Because wasn't our last meeting on Friday?
I don't think so.
All right. Maybe it's just me being off. Okay. Sorry.
Trying to get back quick. All right. I'll be back.
You got it.
Yeah.
I'll keep them posted. I'll let them know.
No.
Maybe I misinterpreted that message. Because I remember something was being, because I know they were changing something about it. I thought that was it. They were changing the date.
I hate her. I just whack a lot. That's amazing. Bam.
He's having too much fun with the picks.
A good time, man. That was a good time. I like it. Gotta keep that one. Yeah, it seems that way. You got a meme everywhere, Steve.
Yeah, he starts throwing it out there. Yeah, he starts throwing it out there. They're gonna pull him in.
Flocking. I'm down. I'm into it. I would heart that on a media. Just saying. All right, yeah, looks like they're bulls across the board. Dow and QES, silver, gold coming into the close.
Fine.
Trying to pump it.
Yeah, IWN had a nice move to the upside. Taking a look right now to see if I can see something. If I can the last 5 here. See XSP SPX short went out the money is like 65 cents. Like $4 out the money. But you get a little rejection on it, and this thing could go nuclear.
That's true.
Oh, look at that. Now it's like 90 cents. Hey, Dad. How was your game? Good. Whoa, that looks cool. What's that? The keyboard? You like the keyboard? Yeah, it does look pretty neat, right? Looks like I'm really looking at like, you know, one of those like little anime ones. The ones like with like.
Kids are impressed by the setup. It's a good sign.
Like little like like cartoony teenage shoots into turn. Yeah, it does look like that. But like it looks like Deadpool one. Like Deadpool one, right? The kids have been pretty impressed. My new setup. I finally got my whole desktop set up now. So with the keyboard screen, I got my tablet, everything all cleaned up now. So I was like, oh, that's all hooked up over here.
Nice. I love fresh additions to the setup. So fun.
Hello Kitty.
Like the egg, like there's like a Hello Kitty egg, though, like.
Let's see. Oh, she's cute.
The guardian angel.
That's cute.
Guardian kitty.
Yeah, this is strong candle. This last one that's still printing. We'll see.
Last minute. Rip this thing? What are they gonna do?
That'd be so cool if silver hits 100 this week.
It'd be insane if it did.
Right?
Mhm.
Strong pump. Six and a half point.
Last minute.
Go, RQ, go. All hands on deck. Push, push.
Come on. A little bit more pullback. Come on. Do it. Mm-mm. Not gonna do it. Then give that rep, that push. And ding, ding, ding. There's your bell. Oh man, what an exciting day. What an exciting day. Crazy moves across the board, right, Coach Becky?
Yeah, that was fun. That was a really good day. It was interesting. Good moves, good volatility. I liked it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thanks for hanging with us, everyone. Have a good rest
Well,
of
and
your
there's
day.
and there's the meeting, Colin. So I guess we do have a meeting.
I think they're keeping it on Wednesday, so we're gonna go do that. Happy rest of your day, everyone.
Absolutely, Coach Becky. Thanks for hanging with the community for an extended time today. Don't forget, we got great. We'll be seeing Coach Becky tomorrow as well, and hopefully Coach Matt as well for his trade psychology class. Don't want to miss that, as well as those great sales we've got going on. Don't forget, we've got the 200K static on sale for $100. And welcome 26, half off for those evals. So if you're looking for an eval and you're a new member, don't want to miss that. So check those out. As always, good luck. Have a great day from all of us at Blue Sky. Good luck in the market, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, team.